This is the easiest auto potion brewer for Minecraft Bedrock. It's going to allow you to get whatever potion you would like with the click of a button, so settle in and let's build. Alright, the first thing you want to do is set down a barrel. Now you can use chests, however I think that the barrels look a lot cooler, especially in this design, so I'm going to use a barrel. But if you're building it near like a villager trading hall or whatever and you don't want them linking up, then you could easily use chests and it would work all the same. So once you have this hopper running into the back of this barrel, we're going to place down a brewing stand on top of that hopper, and then we're going to run another hopper into that brewing stand, and then we're going to place down a barrel on top of that hopper, just like this. From here now, we're going to run a hopper into the top of that brewing stand, and then run a hopper into that hopper, just like so. Next, we're going to place down a sticky piston next to the barrel on the right side, just like this. We're going to place down a redstone block and then a temporary block. Place down a sticky piston right here and then a redstone block. Go ahead and remove that temporary block now. We're going to place down a block on top of the sticky piston and then place down a button on top of that block. Then we're going to grab our droppers now and we're going to place down a dropper facing into that hopper, just like this, so that the mouth is pointing into the hopper. Place down another one right here. Place down a temporary block and then a dropper facing upwards, just like this. And then finally, we need one more, so we're going to place down another temporary block and then a dropper facing towards this hopper. So if we come down here and peek in here, you'll see that the dropper mouth is pointing into the hopper. Alright, and using this thing is actually easier than building it. First, I just want to say that if you build this in a wall, so like let's say that you had a wall here and like a wall here, and you know, you had like, it doesn't matter where the wall is, but essentially, let's say you only had access to the front of the farm, you can actually load it from the front of the farm because you can access the brewing stand here, you can access this dropper, this dropper, this dropper, and you can access this dropper. So from the front, it is completely accessible if that matters to you. But I think that this is like a cool little thing that you could have as like in a shopping district. If you do that, you know, you could sell potions and then just click a button and then it automatically refuels itself. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. To use this thing, it's really simple. All we're going to do is we're going to load up our water bottles into this top barrel right here, and then they're going to end up inside of the brewing stand. We're going to go ahead and load this up with blaze powder here, which is going to be how we power it. And then when we go to load the ingredients, I'm going to show you how to make a full strength invisibility potion. But again, this will work with whatever potion you want to make. So this dropper right here is going to be the first ingredient. In our case, it's netherwort, and I think in most cases, it's going to be netherwort here. Then this is going to be the second ingredient, which in our case is going to be golden carrot. This is going to be the third ingredient, which is fermented spider eye. And then this is going to be the fourth ingredient, which I'm going to be using redstone dust to make it last 8 minutes rather than 3. But you could also put in glowstone or gunpowder. But I don't think glowstone would do anything. Yeah, glowstone doesn't work on invisibility because there's only one tier of it. But glowstone will increase the strength. Gunpowder will increase... No, gunpowder turns it into a splash potion, and redstone dust makes it last longer. I'm sure that you guys can find a better guide online. There are tons of potion brewing guides, but this is how it works. So if we go ahead and press this button now, we are going to get whatever 3 potions were inside of the brewing stand. In this case, it's water bottles. That is only going to happen on the first time we use the farm. You just go ahead and throw them back into the system. But if we go ahead and take a look, you're going to see that the netherwort is in, and we're currently brewing the potions. And if we go ahead and take a look at this hopper, the items are in order. So golden carrot, then fermented spider eye, then redstone dust, and that is the brewing order that we need for these to turn into invisibility potions. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to wait for them to turn into invisibility potions at full strength. Alright, and as it's coming to a close, we are just about to have our full strength invisibility potions, and just like that, you have invisibility for 8 minutes. Now, it's very important that if you want to always have the invisibility potions, or whatever potion you're brewing, I keep saying invisibility because that's what I brewed, but whatever potion you want, make sure that it's done brewing before you press the button, because if you press the button before they're done brewing, it's kind of going to mess everything up. So it's very important that they finish. I mean, if you knew how long it took to brew, you could set up like a timer to lock the button, but you can figure that out on your own. For now, just make sure you don't press the button while it's still brewing. But once it's done brewing and we have these loaded up, let's say I'm a customer and I want some invisibility potions. I'm like, okay, I'll take some. So I press it for this batch. I am going to get the 3 invisibility potions here, and I can use them to my will. And then it will automatically start brewing another set of invisibility potions. So it's really useful if, you know, you're like, I don't know, going to kill the Ender Dragon or whatever, and you need strength potions. Then, you know, you just press the button, I need my strength potions, you take them, and then you don't even have to think about replacing them because it's automatically going to make more strength potions. I think you guys can see the usefulness here. I really like this little thing. I think it's super cool. And yeah. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. My name is 1UpMC, and I will catch you in the next one.